Connected. Detail assistance.
Hey, we got some Nolan Wells breaking news, man. Breaking update. You feel what I'm saying? We finna find out what it's about in this video right here, man.
Oh, she a jigga bop. Tonight I'm tryna jig and bop. You know it's up, I'm really on my top. I'm on my top, say DJ running from the top. Turn it up a notch.
Hey, what it is, what it do, what it be like. Welcome back to What the Hell News, or everything we react to. We're gonna be like, what the hell? Nah, man. Like I say, man, before, we got a new video, man. This can be key evidence. Apparently they have audio of the, I would say, I guess, the allegedly friends of Nolan Wells, audio of them calling to be rescued for help as they boat was apparently sinking. And apparently they saying that you can hear like them saying like, Nolan get up in the background as they on the phone with the operator calling for help. Now, I don't know how true it is, but we finna get into this audio, this reaction, and see what it's about, man. I haven't really been covering this situation, but I did react to a clip or two before when this story first broke. But yeah, man, I'm finna get back at it, get back to it. We're finna see what this about, and we're gonna react to a clip from Plies because, you know, he reacted to the situation as well, and we're gonna see what he had to say about everything, man. This is a wild, crazy, just situation anyway, man. All of this, bro, it's like a lot of stuff don't make sense, and it's like slowly for surely a lot of things coming out the woodworks. People been doing a lot of investigation work online, and I think if it wasn't for the blogs, a lot of blogs and people like me, and just people like me, you know, in the YouTube community, you feel what I'm saying, people who really been on this case, that it wouldn't have got this far, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So salute and applause to everybody who been touching and dropping content on this whole topic. You feel me? My prayers go out to the family, man. And we're gonna see what this audio clip about. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, rocking with the channel, man. Let's get into it. This the clip right here of the audio, y'all, and we finna react to it. And this caption say, Nolan, don't die. Get the F up. So I guess this is what they hollering in the background as they on the call. Well, we finna find out, man.
Detail assistance. Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles.
Yo, did y'all hear that? Hold on. Let me go back. And I'm not trying to talk through it, so forgive me. Just trying to make sure we hearing what we hearing.
Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles.
Y'all heard that?
Hello?
Hey,
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
it's going up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
Wait, so you telling me Nolan did make it off the island?
Bro, now I did hear somebody say, get the F up. You feel what I'm saying? Now, at the time, I don't know how real this audio clip is. Like, they did call for help, but I don't know if no one tampered with the original audio, if y'all get what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Because it been a lot of fake footage and pictures and stuff, AI stuff going on lately as well, bro. So that's the thing with this whole situation too, bro. Like the fake stuff, man, people putting out. I hope they wouldn't do that, bro, because this can hinder the whole case. This can mess a lot of stuff up. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this haven't been tampered with or nothing like that, man. But let's continue.
And this is, wait a minute, it's gonna crack this case wide open. They have dropped alleged pictures of Nolan on the boat leaving, but that ain't the half of it. There is audio which I'm gonna play for you from the tow frantic call when they called, the boys called about the tow truck. The tow in the boat, and it was a frantic call, but you can hear Nolan or some things being said about Nolan. But before I play that, what people are tripping about that picture, it appears to be Nolan's leg hanging off. So now that you see Nolan's leg hanging off, now I need you to listen to this audio. Now I'll tell you what I hear. I want you to tell me what you hear.
Tito assistant, Vicky speak.
I did hear it.
Is he dead? Nolan, oh my God, Nolan, don't die. Wake up, it's all kind of stuff. Now, allegedly, that's Warren over there, too. This is footage of Nolan, maybe his last breath, I don't know. But between this leg, this picture, and this audio.
But see, my thing is, how all this coming out now? You feel me? Because I'm pretty sure it was a lot more stuff, like real footage anyway. You feel me? Like this 2026, they got people be on their phones all the time, bro. There's a lot of cameras where you think wouldn't be. It's a lot of people be recording. So it's definitely evidence out there. But we don't know how real everything is as well, you know, with this AI stuff. Now, is this picture real? Like we just seen on the boat? I don't know, bro.
Social media is in a frenzy, and I don't like it. What if I told you? I hear Nolan's about
But I did
to
hear
die.
that
I hear a little young lady talking. I hear, all right, wait.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. And as the scripture said, all things hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret will be exposed on the mountaintop. Now, what you just saw was a couple of audios where people have broken down what is perceived to be heard on the frantic 911 call, where Warren is calling the Ceto company for a tow. Even
now, I'm gonna be real, bro, because I did hear this audio clip before I even reacted to this, you know. And the first time I heard it, I didn't hear all that in the background. I don't know if no one tampered with the audio far as like really remastering it and really getting a more clear audio where you can hear everything, or this can possibly be a fake and they added that on to make people think. Now, I don't know, bro. And I ain't saying nothing that I'm not saying that I don't believe this or I don't believe anyone did anything. I ain't saying that. I'm saying I don't know how true or how real, how authentic this audio is. You feel me? I don't know if it been tampered with, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But one thing that did stood out to me when I first heard it was that when the operator lady asked, did she wanted them to send out the Coast Guard, the U.S. Coast Guard, he said no. That don't sound fishy and strange. Like, why wouldn't you want the Coast Guard to come help you when you supposedly drowning, your boat sinking? Like, you should be wanting all the help in the world, like anybody, long as somebody gets sent. So what was with that? You feel what I'm saying? That was what strange too. And that clip with Plies I was talking about, he gonna say something about that as well. But we're gonna continue, man, right now.
no, the Ceto company eventually says, well, no, we already talked to his grandfather or his father, and they don't need a tow. And so all during the call, you hear a lot of commotion in the background, coupled with this picture right here, which allegedly shows Nolan's leg hanging off a boat, presumably without life. And so we all know during some point of the July 4th festivities, when he was in the company or the custody of these individual white boys, that he lost his life. But with the shroud of mystery surrounding the case, nobody is able to discern. So we are now left to investigate what really happened. Now, you heard those two audio recordings. I'm going to play this other video from, I think her name is Chronicle Speaks, which she gives a detailed investigation of what we are hearing or what we perceive to hear on that call as she slows the video down and narrates as such. Just listen.
Well, it seems as though we may finally be getting answers about what happened to Nolan Xavier Wells. The phone call to CTO was released yesterday, and although the caller appeared panicked and focused on keeping the boat from sinking, there seems to be much more happening in the background. If you listen closely, you can seemingly hear passengers calling Nolan's name, even though the public has been told that Nolan never made it back onto the boat. You can also hear what sounds like someone asking whether he is dead, and another person telling Wyatt to check his chest. There is so much happening in this call, and what we appear to hear does not match the account Warren gave during his interview. This audio may also help answer several major questions. Why did the group suddenly say they no longer needed assistance? Why did we see them leave the boat launch near Eli Jackson's home but never saw them return? And why was there a quick detour involving the allegedly sinking boat after they docked, taking it from Jackson's house to Fort Bayou? Investigators, either critical details are being overlooked or the public has not been given the complete story. The audio is already authenticated, and if the background statements that I've interpreted are correct, then we are demanding immediate investigation, clear answers, and several arrests. Let's go. Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Angles? Hello?
Hey.
Is the... Yeah.
Now, if that is truly going on in the background, then we see why he is distracted on that call.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's going up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down there.
All right. Well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like guaranteed. I don't have
right,
to tag
unless you have a membership number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right, and is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How many?
on board.
All right, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
All right.
Now see,
Do you have your current...
now see, why wouldn't you need the Coast Guard? Ain't that who you should want to come? Like, that's what's crazy, bro. That don't make no sense. Listen.
The United States Coast Guard?
What?
Hold up.
All right, and is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How
on
many...
board.
All right, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
All right. All right. Do you have your current GPS coordinates?
Let me go look.
And we'll stop it right there because we've already analyzed that call.
And we do know that it was actually on communication on Horn Island, far as like phone towers. You know, they was able to make a call, so that's good evidence as well. You feel what I'm saying? Cause some people say, oh, well, it wasn't no service. You know, we couldn't call out. We couldn't. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, it was definitely service. You know, it was a little shaky. You know, in and out, but it was clear enough to call out. You know, it was strong enough for them to make the call.
Here on this channel, but if that audio is correct, you hear people saying, "Oh my God, Nolan, you know, get the F up. Is he dead? Are you sure he's dead?" And then somebody yells to somebody else, "Hey, check his chest." So that would explain once again the fake need for a tow. Because it was at that point, I'm pretty sure they were panicking, trying to cover up in a possible murder. Now, also, someone pointed out to me as well, where it was possibly a deliberate sinking. Let's check this audio out from later on in the video.
Hey, Lord, drop it off.
Hello, can you hear me?
Gotta jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're doing.
Now, he said, jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're going. Let's make sure we heard it correctly.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
Hey, Lord, drop it off.
Hello, can you hear me?
Gotta jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're doing.
Okay, now faintly here, I don't know what he said, but it sounded like somebody in the background said, "Do you want me to throw him in the water?" And then he says, Warren says, "Jump in and..." Okay, now faintly here, I don't know what he said, but...
Gotta jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're doing.
Okay, now...
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
Hey, Lord, drop it off.
Hello, can you hear me?
Gotta jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're doing.
Okay, now faintly here, I don't know what he said, but it sounded like somebody in the background said, "Do you want me to throw him in the water?" And then he says, Warren says, "Jump in and pull the plug while you're going." Now, where is he going on a sinking boat? Now, shout out to my brother Dave, who pointed out, it sounds like a deliberate attempt to sink the boat. He says, "Jump in and pull the plug." Now, I'm not a boatsmith. I'm not a boatsman.
Hey, I ain't think of that. Y'all heard what he said? They might have tried to sink the boat on purposely, is what he's saying. That could make sense too. Since they saying they boat was drowning, sinking, I mean. Could have been on purposely. You feel me? To make everything go to plan, you feel me? Like to cover everything up with Nolan. Say, bruh.
I'm not a fisherman. Well, I'm a fisherman, but you know, I'm not a deep sea, a yachtsman or whatever. So I don't know what it means by pull the plug, but from my layman's ability, my layman's understanding, if you pull the plug on something, you're trying to let the water in or purposely sink the boat. I mean, if you pull a plug and your boat is in water, that means water is going to continuously fill the boat. And so...
Right, that's just like letting water out the bathtub, you know, taking a stop off. Hey, bro, this is crazy, man.
Many people feel, of course, we already kind of sense, according to all the information that has come out from all these different stories and outlets and people investigating, we already sense something is wrong. And this call even makes it more questionable about was Nolan on the boat, and many people feel like Nolan was killed on the boat during the actual, or even dumped during the actual tow call. And the fact that while they were on the...
Yeah, that's what it seemed like too. Like whatever happened, some kind of freak accident,
And it might have well been a real accident. Like, you know, it might have not been like them purposely trying to harm Nolan, but it could have been accidental. And they got spooked, scared, and they freaked out and they did something to try to cover it up. It could be like that, or it could have been purposely. I'm not saying it was or it wasn't, but we know for sure he was harmed, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And it's coming out, you know, and everything's starting to slowly make sense, you know. So, man, dog.
Phone call with the tow company. The tow company calls the tow man, and the tow man said, "Well, no, I already talked to their grandfather, and they don't need a tow anymore." And so, what happened between the time that they are on the phone asking for a tow, and by the time the dispatcher, while she's still on the phone with them, reaches a tow, and they say, "Well, no, they don't need a tow." So there's definitely some communication that has not been exposed between all of the parties involved. And even at the end of the call, you hear the dispatch getting all buddy and saying, "Well, yeah, they're just kids, they're just panicking," you know. So once again, this may be a ritualistic sacrifice that everybody's involved in. And if you study history and if you study different cultures, these are things that people do. Once again, as I mentioned,
Hey, I swear, bro. When I first heard about this case, I said that this can be a ritual, bro, sacrifice. And I know that sounds crazy and weird, and you would be like, why it would be a sacrifice or a ritual? I know, right? But this the type of thing, bro, them people do. You know, whether you want to believe it or not, it's a crazy, cruel world, bro. And man, this is crazy, man. Let's continue though, bro.
July is the month where they celebrate Neptune, the god of the water.
And you got to think about it. This was on 4th of July. 4th of July, man. You know, celebrating the country, you know. They already, it go deep. I ain't even gonna go too deep with all that, man. But certain symbolism, bro, you know, y'all got to put it together.
And Neptunalia was on July 23rd, in which, they sacrificed to the god of Neptune, the god of the water. And how do you once again sacrifice to a god or worship a god of the water? You give it fresh bodies. And our young brother Nolan was a fresh young body. So once again, I am not a audio analyst, a technician, or, a background noise specialist. No. But evidently people are saying that this is what they have deduced from the wording and, the slowing down of these particular videos. Now, once again, I tell everybody who called me, I don't know. We're trying to find out. And that's why we keep putting this information out. And I do appreciate everybody who's calling, providing information, providing little known information, providing points that not a lot of people are harping on, because there's so many moving parts and sometimes we miss it. But that's why the scripture says, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. And so that's what we're doing. But I definitely thank everybody for watching this channel. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Hit that little subscribe button. It costs you nothing. But it does allow this channel to be more prevalent in the internet space. And as always, you see the number 919-587-7782. I pray you have peace and blessings. And as the scripture says, all things that are hidden shall...
Hey, man. Damn, bro. This is crazy, man. Damn, I was finna say something, man. Damn. Yeah, man, this next clip, I'm finna play the clip with Plies, man, him reacting to this whole situation. And yeah, man, let's get into that.
Just real quick, man. I know a lot of y'all been following this whole Nolan Wells thing way longer and more in depth than me. I ain't took the time to dive in it, but at some point I am and give y'all my honest opinion on it. But I was just on the plane and I seen like 2 clips. I guess it just was intended for me to see it. But it was one video they showed. They were just panning, I guess, Horn Island, showing y'all the boats and the people and shit who was at Horn Island that day. And I say, shit. I used to see all the flags and shit on all the boats. I say, shit, man, this is rally. This is like a rally to me. Shit, I don't know what it looked like to y'all. I said, man, this is like a rally. And I already know what some people gonna say. Oh, them just people who love their country and with the American flag. Listen, I love my country too. But it's just like I tell people about that American flag today means something totally different to me than it meant when I was in elementary. When I was in elementary, they make us stand up, put our hand over our heart, and sing the pledge of allegiance. What they told me that flag stood for back then, and how I feel when I see that American flag today, is two different things. It's like when I just see the Confederate flag hanging off the back of that pickup truck. It told me all I needed to know about that mother pickup truck. I know that. To me, it did. And then I went a step further. I said, man, let me look at some of the let me screenshot some of these flags. Let me see what kind of flags even hanging in there. Look at this flag right there. Shit, ain't no way. And my skull, I don't know what that even means. The skull head black. Shit. And then TMZ, I see the 911 call they put out. I listened to the 911 call. This fucked me up. What I
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what? That lady said, can you hear me? Yeah, what? Shit. Well, I know what nice sound like, and I know what not nice sound like too. And then on the same call, he said he's singing, the boat singing. She said, sir, you need us to get the National Coast Guard out there. No, don't send no guard. Huh?
Right.
Bitch, are you singing? Bitch, if I'm singing, send any guard. Bitch, send a security guard. Bitch, any guard.
Facts.
No way you singing. She asked you, do you want her to send the National Coast Guard? You say, no.
Like you scared, like you spooking.
Man, ain't no way.
Hey, I told y'all, what, like, if you drowning, you should be wanting any kind of help, right? You know, like that seemed like an act of guilt. You feel me? And what Plies was implying on when he was mentioning the flags, it's like they do that, bruh. And I'm saying white people. They put them flags and stuff on their cars and boats, bruh, to let us know, like black people, like we the real Americans. Like that's what it seemed like. That's what they be implying. That's what they be saying. You know, they don't say it, but that's what they be. That's what they represent. Like, you know, I'm the real American. You know, I'm the real proud American. You know, not us. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is our land, not y'all's. You feel me? Because why you gotta have all these flags? You know, what this supposed to mean? Like why? You know, we know you are American. Like, I mean, I know you love your country, you know. You feel what I'm saying? Just like Plies say, you know, we all love our country, but y'all just act like this y'all country and only y'all's. Like this my country, only ours, you know, like, yeah, I'm the real Americans, original Americans, you know, this is our land. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what that be saying, bro. You know, and it really be like a cover up from putting a rebel flag on a car. You know, that's just a cover up. The American flag just a cover up of the rebel flag. You know, that's how I look at it, man. But man, hey, y'all let me know, bruh. Y'all thoughts, share y'all opinions in the comment down below, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'ma try to keep more up to date with this situation, man, and get more into it as this thing progresses. But yeah, it's definitely it seemed fishy, bro. A lot of stuff fishy because at the same time, I'ma just keep it real. the shoe was on the other foot, this was the other way around. If it was a white kid around a bunch of black kids and something happened to him, you know, the black kids would have been in custody. They would have been got questioned. It wouldn't have been no buts about or no questions asked, man. You feel what I'm saying? They would have looked for everybody who was on the boat, and they'd have been locked up. They'd have been in custody. They'd have still been in custody, dog. I'm telling you. So what? But why these kids? I don't believe they even got questioned. Like they probably ain't really get what you call that interrogated. I bet they ain't get pressed and interrogated, man. That's what's crazy. They just living their life freely, careless. You know, not a worry in the world. But everything done in the light, bro, it shall come to the everything done in the dark shall come to the light, man. If it's in the foul play, bro, you know, even if you know it might not be now, you know, sooner or later, man, it will be revealed, bro. So appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be safe, be blessed, man.